with Fat Gray Cat, JFA, and we'll have a little panel discussion afterwards. You guys can ask them some questions and they might answer, and we'll go from there. Real quick though, I just want to say that having the dry surf event here at the museum has been amazing. Can't believe we're doing a whole night of punk rock in a museum. Don from JFA assured me he's now an antiquity playing in a museum, so I'm going to see that. And totally unrelated, when I was here on July 22nd, my daughter was in from Philly. I took her to see the show, and we're wandering around, and there was something on the floor, and it turned out to be there was a little tiny bat. And it was July 22nd, a little bat inside the museum here in the exhibit. I went and got Brianna, and she went to find somebody, and then unknowingly, Josh, co-curator, came out and announced that Ozzy had just passed away. So, things are cosmic around here. And I'm just going to leave it at that. So let's get some Fat Gray Cat music going. Thanks for coming out, everybody.
Hello. So we're a band called Fat Gray Cat. And three of us went to high school together in Chandler. And one night we went to a punk rock show at Mad Gardens. And we saw this band JFA. And on the way home, we said, we're going to start a band. And that's exactly what we did. Then we met these other yahoos. But anyway, JFA is pretty special to us. They're good friends and heroes to us. So we're honored to be part of this night. And also all the work that Rob and Josh and everybody involved in this. Please give them a round of applause. So this first song is called Skate Psalm, and it's literally about the places that many of us, Gavin and everybody in here, we all used to skate these spots.
To roll into the night we went, we knew where to go. The Phoenix Dock was our time and we knew how to use it. We knew the place to go, the where, the when, and how to cruise it. First stop was at the wedge, first stop was at the wedge. Then over to the Holcomb. Blue sky burns yellow, red, then finally black. As the summer sunless night calls us to attack, the Phoenix Dock was our time and we knew how to use it. We knew the place to go, the where, the when, and how to cruise it. First stop is at the wedge, first stop is at the wedge. Then over to the Holcomb. First stop is at the wedge. First stop is at the wedge. Then over to the whole cop. Back south to the Hisco Banks. Underwear factory. Back to Smitty's. Back to Smitty's.
Thank you. Smitty's was the supermarket in Chandler. I don't know if you guys remember. It had some killer banks back there. I think we're jumping to Whoosh. Is that right? Got to skate there in '84.
We're waking in a world that will be different in a way that we have not seen. There is something that's backed up to everything that's right. Hey, where are we going to? You know we've been there before. Why would we step backwards? Why would we creep back down to that thing? This is real, something's changed, nothing's true anymore. When we have to explain, the facts are not your lies. I'm asking you because they can't. I'm asking you because I'm sick. I'm asking you, prepare for it to stop something not right. Fear is the first to come out, forced with the slightest of words. Ignorance replaces the light. Don't believe what they show you tonight. Just because it's shown to you every night. Don't believe a word they say. They redirect your feelings with fear of what they keep away. Just because you tell me one thing all about it doesn't mean anything, it's not up to me. Just because I turn around inside no such tomorrow, don't deflect your blame. I'm asking you because they can't. I'm asking you because I'm sick. I'm asking you, prepare for it to stop something not right. Just because it's shown to you every night, don't believe a word they say. They redirect your feelings with the fear of what they keep away. Just because you tell me one thing all about it doesn't mean anything, it's not all up to me. Just because I turn around inside no such tomorrow, don't deflect your blame. I'm asking you because they can't. I'm asking you because I'm sick. I'm asking you, prepare for it to stop something not right. I'm asking you because they can't. I'm asking you because I'm sick. I'm asking you, prepare for it to stop something not right.
These are all true stories. Hey, can I get a little bit more of me in this monitor here? Is that possible? Check one, check, hey, hey. Woohoo! Check, check. Check. Woohoo! Woohoo! There we go. Check one, check, check. Woohoo! A little more for the drummer. Woo! All right. Anybody here remember Hollywood Alley? So this is about driving to Hollywood Alley from Chandler back when Price was a two lane, you know, you'd fall off the sides.
Ever feel like your life is starting to slip away? You get the feeling that everyone that you know has already gone through the change. The path in front of you wasn't quite right, coming like they claimed. Climbing up to the just back down, nobody but yourself to blame. We are existing on what could be called our longest stretch of stolen time. If we don't take it now, we are lost. The sacred moments we are begging to find, transplanted like the palm trees that fill up our blue-colored skies. Cicadas that serenade us, signal the seasons about to change. It was around 1989, local Arizona time. Price was a two-way, the quick way from the home of the wolf. Just off Price on Baseline Road on the north side. Across from the Circle K was a Hollywood alley sign. Ford Fairmont, silver bullet was my secret escape. Ford Fairmont, silver bullet, 1978. Transplanted like the palm trees that fill up our blue-colored
So when we would go to the punk shows in high school, I would see Brian and Don and Michael and Greg Hines from Mighty Sphincter and the guys from the Sun City Girls. And to us, they were like rock stars, man. They were our rock stars. And they were just as good, if not better, than any of the bands that were coming through that they were playing with. Phoenix was lucky to have those bands.
This way they make more money. Each day came to the price. They cashed out all the people, claim it's their God-given rights. Claim it's their God-given right. You choose your way around the truth. You choose to divide and lie. We sense the secrets you keep buried beneath your quiet eyes. Buried beneath your quiet eyes. We ask all those forgiven. We ask what they did right. No room for any errors. Proceed, make the move tonight. Make the move. You make the move tonight. There was always going to be some trouble. There was going to be a cost to it all. When trapped in the light and lay there, wind blows through the quiet night. Wind blows through the quiet night. You choose your way around the truth. You choose to divide and lie. We sense the secrets you keep buried beneath your quiet eyes. Buried beneath your quiet eyes. Never seen such a quick detention. Never seen such a quick decline. Say the line enough times today, they will believe it eventually or every time. Eventually every time. Eventually every time. We ask all those forgiven. We ask what they did right. No room for any errors. Make the move tonight. Make the move. You make the move tonight. 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 Make the move tonight.
Hey, thank you. Thank you to everybody that came out tonight for quite an event, including this tall gentleman here, Mr. Fun Bobby. Woo! These next ones are a couple of the new ones you probably haven't heard if you've seen us before.
culture, surrounded by the towers, structures, standing tall from woodward looking north. The clouds continue to roll, continue to roll. Ambassador Bridge on the horizon, as the cold river does its run right on through. We stand and watch the steam rises from the street. We stand and watch the steam rise from the street. We boxed up all the important papers. She had filed us all away. Down in the basement, Detroit on its darkest day. Detroit on its darkest day. Its darkest day. We grew tired of saying goodbye all of the time. Woodward Avenue, no bad night, 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 no bad night.
Hey, thank you. So you guys have been to Detroit? And this is a new one. We played it for the first time last night.
birds are startling all fly away. The birds all fly away. When we choose what reality is, it just seems to slip away. Facts don't seem to mean much, as they did just yesterday. As they did. As they did. Just yesterday. Hey, thanks. We're a band called Fat Gray Cat. Again, it's our honor to be here. JFA is up next.
JFA at the Tempe History Museum. Thanks, Tempe. Putting this on for us. Letting the skaters come in and take over. The guy who turned me on to skating is here, Charles Amperin. Don't forget your board, Charles. He was on the JFA team, you know. He still says he is on the JFA team. Oh, okay. We confirm that. All right, so Brian and Don, JFA is going to be playing here in a few minutes. Afterwards, we're going to have a little panel discussion and question and answer. Tony Victor from Placebo Records and JFA Skateboards is here to join us. Thanks, Tony, for making this all happen. Without him, none of this would be here. So, without further ado, oh yeah, real quick, check out these photos when you have a chance from John Holman and Gavin Troy from Tucson. It's a rotating photo exhibit. These photos are amazing. Thanks, John. Where's Gavin? Gavin's out there skating, so JFA.
All right, hey, it's amazing to see all you people out here. Pretty much every club we ever played in Tempe in the early days, we were banned for life from. Unfortunately, those clubs still aren't around, so we might maybe take all you guys over there and say, hey, how about now? But anyway, thank you. All right.
So this first song's off the Mad Garden EP, and it's funny when you get old what you think. You kind of take stuff for granted. Like all the friends I used to skate with and the Mad Gardens. I mean, we saw bands every week. Everybody from Black Flag to Violent Femmes, and it gave a lot of local bands a chance to play. So anyway.
And the works will rise from its spiders as the one wonders why the bright get brighter. There's only one way to look at it. The happy get happy, the sad sadder. Go ahead and look away. There's only one view on things, and that's mine. So go ahead and look away. It's the only answer, only one that I could find. So things look different, and they're the same. Individual worlds, so who's to blame? And I'm not reading this the way that he wrote it. So knock if you don't, and I want. Go ahead and look away. There's only one view on things, and that's mine. So go ahead and look away. It's the only answer, only one that I could find. We got our first slam dancer right over here.
All right, so I'm going to tell you what some of these songs are about. This song was off our first single, and this is the first JFA song Mike Cornelius ever showed me, and I'm thinking, oh man, this is the perfect punk rock song because it's sarcastic, it's about racist idiot ranchers who get theirs in the end, and it was shorter than Wasted by Black Flag. So it was just the perfect song.
Get a Mexican, get a whip, get stupid, get pissed, get your brother, get your dad, get abused, get mad, get in jail, get out, get some dope, get
So you can tell, even played really, really slow, it's short. It's a great, great song. Thank you, Mike. The next one is Rodney on the Rock really wanted a song from us, and we were all in LA, and he was going to have lunch with us and Jodie Foster, and she didn't make it, la, la, la. Anyway, he's like, you guys got to record a song for me, but our drummer wasn't there, and I'm like, no, we're not doing it without Bam Bam. And he goes, well, just use a drum machine. And I'm like, no, we're not doing it without Bam Bam. So we're one of the only artists on Rodney on the Rock that actually submitted our own tape because we refused to play without Bam Bam.
This song's about the preppies at my school, Saguaro High School. Everybody hated us. The jocks, the shit kickers, the preppies, the teachers, the kids across the street, the Camaro driving hippies.
The police.
The police. Yeah.
Everybody.
So, that made us as skateboarders kind of stick together a lot more.
Hey, Rick.
Those are the good old days. True story.
So for those of you that were there back then, I was talking about taking things for granted. I took Howard's for granted. We used to skate Howard's all the time. It was a pool off of Camelback. Well, I haven't lived here 40 years. I was saying 68th or something. But if you parked around the corner, it was no big deal. So the actual song almost sounds like an urban legend. Guy burns his house down, goes to jail, comes back. It's a vacant lot with a pool, kids skating it, grabs an axe and attacks the cars and then the kids skating the pool. So that's where Axed at Howard's came from.
And Michael Cornelius wrote the lyrics and the music to this one. Another true story.
And my friend Danny Moped only had one move, frontside grind over the light. And that he started with it, he ended with it.
That's it.
You're supposed to go. 2. So this one's really hard without Mike on bass. Mike, you should be up here. But cover songs have a really proud history in punk rock, from Sid Vicious doing My Way to the Feeders doing Have You Never Been Mellow. I remember getting the Dickies doing Paranoid, and I thought, oh my God, my record player's on the wrong speed. So I always thought this was a really good cover to pick, and Brian picked it.
I did something right. Well, let me tell you, all my friends, they drive a low rider. Because that low rider, it gets a little higher.
Okay, this one's only two. Call themselves whatever their messages say. Be like us.
So hey, last time we played out here was for Bam Bam's memorial. So let's all think about Bam Bam for a second. Fucking greatest punk drummer I ever saw in my life.
Yep. Okay, so after 2, you're waiting too long.
So, we used to do a lot of downhill skateboarding around here. Chad Stewart can attest to this fact. True story, Don said it. Anyone who's ever done any skateboarding has eaten shit. So, just telling you, if you want to take it up, be ready to pay the dues.
Right.
We think it's worth it.
Grab the accordion. So this ought to be interesting. What is even more punk rock than keyboards? The accordion, that's right. So we wanted to do one song off the new album.
Hey, this girl over here said, in answer to your question, every fucking thing.
Everything, okay.
That's hurtful.
So we wanted to do one song off the new record. Fort Point is a surf break under the Golden Gate Bridge. The waves make it all the way in the channel and then wrap around the Civil War fort. So Brian took me surfing one time, and you actually have to know when the tide's going in and out, because if you go at the wrong time, you get swept out to sea. So I'm already thinking, I'm gonna die. And we jump in the water, and normally you paddle around a break so it doesn't land on your head. But again, if you do that at Fort Point, you go wide and you get swept out to sea. So I'm thinking, I'm just gonna die.
Going to the sea lane.
Yeah, and there's like evergreen ships going by that are as big as his library. And so if that wasn't bad enough, this boogie boarder goes by and he's got a devil mask on and a pitchfork.
Death rides a boogie board.
And then this bull seal pops up, and it's staring at me, and this guy next to me, who I didn't even know, he goes, "Don't make eye contact." I'm gonna die.
So the waves are actually pretty big there. If you look at photos of Fort Point, you'll see it actually comes at like a 270-degree turn. And usually the photos are just kind of on the inside, and like the Golden Gate's over here, and the waves come here. The waves were so big that day that we were on the other side of the Golden Gate Bridge. We were looking at there's the Golden Gate Bridge, and we were catching waves going under it, and it wraps around this point. So you're going left, but you got to keep turning back right. And yeah, it was interesting. And lots of rocks, sharks.
The rocks are so big they have their own names. All right, so we've never done this. This is off the new album.
Hold on.
You ready?
Mini. Make sure. My first time playing an accordion up here. Bear with me.
You ready?
Give me
The other E. Yeah? You ready? You think?
Let's start with the down. Or it starts with the...
No, it starts with the intro. Yeah. Right.
He's a comedian and a guitar player.
There's 2 intros. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Brannon. Dude, I was so afraid to play this song, we skipped one. All right, so I've actually read stories about what this song about, and I'm going to clear it up right now. Beach Blanket Bong Out. There were no punk bands from the beach when Beach Boulevard came out. So there was the crowd from Huntington Beach. No one had ever heard of Black Flag. They were probably playing, but flip side, no one had ever heard of them. And then when they interviewed the crowd, they're like, wow, you guys are from the beach. And the guitarist, first line goes, yeah, Beach Blanket Bong Out. So that stuck in my head, and I decided to write a song about it. And it's funny now because punk and skateboarding and surfing are just a thing, but in 1977, it wasn't. And if you showed up at the beach with cut hair and a purple board or whatever, it was on. The Camaro hippies were just going to beat the crap out of you. So it's all about flying the flag and showing up anyway.
Even if you're gonna get your ass beat. Party on the sand. Bring your band. 10 girls, macho fools, fun. 1, 2, 3. Punk, outed, people shouting, lots of fun, drugs and sun, fun. Spike it bong out. Beach, spike it bong out. Beach, spike it bong out. Beach, spike it bong out. We're having the fun, wasted in the sun. Purple board, short hair. We're on number and we don't care. The hippies, they hate us. We take their chicks. They beat us up. They're still the dicks. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Surf punks. We're not. Skateboard we do. We have the fun. We're the new crew. Like it bong out. Beach, like it bong out. Beach, like it bong out. Beach, like it bong out. We're having the fun, wasted in the sun. Purple board, short hair. We're outnumbered and we don't care. Beach, like it bong out. Beach, like it bong out. Beach, like it bong out. Beach, like it bong out.
So remember to wait for, I'll give you the cue. So this is a permanent shout out to Bam Bam. He wrote the song. The music's actually pretty, and we say pretty JFA song. It's an oxymoron, but the chords in it are
did you
really
call
nice.
me?
I called you a moron.
I'm an oxymoron.
An
Get it right.
oxymoron. And of course it
I'm no
opens,
regular moron.
it opens with this Bam Bam chord, which I hate to play, but I'm going to do it anyway.
In a field of nowhere blossoms a tiny couple stand sitting with visions of haze from cosmic rays that will get them no more than home to a place to feel strong. And their friends can't come along. The place where they belong. place where they belong. And every singer has a song. Some place to not be wrong. Some place to feel strong. In a field of nowhere blossoms a shiny couple stand sitting with visions of haze from cosmic rays that will get them no more than home to a place to feel strong. They can bring their friends along to a place to not be wrong. Some place where we all belong. I forgot what I was going to say about the next song, but what I want to say about this song is we all belong. Don't matter where you're from, what you look like. If you're a fucking hippie, hippies, you're welcome here, okay? Doesn't matter who you voted for, any of that shit, man. We're the United States of America. You take away the first word in the United States of America and you lose it all. So we got to stick together.
All right, so this one's also on Nowhere Blossoms. And again, it might be a little weak with no bass, Mike Cornelius, but I love this song. Ready?
All right, hey,
I feel good.
this one goes out to everybody who made this happen and everybody who's got a picture or who contributed to the history of skateboarding in Phoenix or who will contribute to the history of skateboarding in Phoenix.
Right.
Even if it's not written, you know it. You did it. Go out there and get it.
On 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I feel good. I knew that I would. I feel good. I knew that I would. So good. So good. I got you. I feel nice. Like sugar and spice. I feel nice. Like sugar and spice, baby. So nice. So nice. I got you. When I hold you in my arms, I know that I can't do no wrong. When I hold you in my arms, my love won't do you no harm, and I feel good. Knew that I would. I feel good. I knew that I would. So good, so good. I got you. So nice, so nice. I got you. So good, so good. I got you, baby.
Right, you're going to see your song. Here you go.
All right. You guys are in for a fucking treat. I'm going to play guitar.
A real treat.
You thought the accordion was good. But I want to play this song because it's a new song I wrote not too long ago, and it's about High Roller Skate Park. And if you look around here, There's a lot of pictures from High Roller Skate Park. A lot of us skaters grew up skating there, or we heard about it and wish we did. Luckily, I was in the first group right there, the ones that actually skate. But that's okay, you people who didn't. You guys got all kinds of free skate parks all over the place, man. So anyway, this will give you a little idea of what it was like back then. It's called High Rollers. It's for all the high roller skate parkers. Flashback to yesteryear and those who came before. Legends and friends of mine, some who still keep it going. Some ain't here no more, but still their fire burns. Even though they're long gone, when they fire it up and they return. High rollers, front side rock and rollers. High rollers, jumping hips over in the clover. New kid at the park, cars and suit. Can't have step, whatever you do. Make or break, the only options on the line. Crack open your head, it might open up your mind. High rollers, front side rock and rollers. High rollers, jumping hips over in the clover. High rollers, mightier than the bulldozers. High rollers, riding up on their shoulders. Desert rats and skate, cats and rattlesnake bites, and sidewalk surfer with my friends and feeling alright. Standing in the degrees, standing in the shade. The legends we learned were the ones we made. Desert sun beats down on Reservoir Green. Get back to time and space, days in the heat. Making wheels and barking trucks, down trees and pushing luck. If you ever come to my town, hit me up and we'll tear it down. High rollers, front side rock and rollers. High rollers, jumping hips over in the clover. High rollers, mightier than the bulldozers. High rollers, riding up on their shoulders. Thank you. Next time I'll play it on accordion. Thank you guys. Thanks everybody for coming out.
Mr. Cornelius.
Look at this blinged out microphone.
Does it work?
Blinged out microphone.
Anyone got some questions for these guys? Come on, these guys are living history right here. Who's going to be first? Colin Choi, what's your question? All right. Brian, Colin Choi has a question for you.
The SCC contest, what happened?
Which one?
The SCC contest.
All right, so I was a student at Scottsdale Community College, where this guy eventually, what did you do, Michael?
I was director of advisement at Scottsdale for like 14 years.
Yeah, this was way before he did that, but we started a skateboard club. It was called Bob. Everyone who knows what Bob means knows what Bob means. But what it stood for was the Board of Boards. So it was a board of skateboarders, and our mission was to skateboard. So we actually got a big old ramp, Doug Perry's ramp, dragged it over there, and we never built it or put it up. We just left it to rot. That was a big mistake on our part, but it was hot that day. And so anyways, I said, let's have a street contest. So we had a street contest. We had a pro street contest at Scottsdale Community College. And if anybody knows about skaters, things got a little rowdy, okay? There were no boundaries on what they were going to skate or not skate or say or not say, or what they were going to light on fire or what they were not going to light on fire. So for some reason, the security guards took some kind of offense at some point, and yeah, so they tried to kick us out, but you guys know you can't stop good skateboarding. It's just not, there's no, you know, it was got to roll on. So it rolled on, and yeah, I got the police report, and that was the article that went in Thrasher, was the police report. Like, we told Brannon to not do this, but Jesse Martinez was there, the mess, and a bunch of other dudes, but yeah. Yeah, all right.
It was written up as a riot in the Scottsdale Community College student newspaper, and it's still in the archives there.
So
You're welcome.
Brian, you mentioned Saguaro and Preppies. Can you tell us about the time JFA almost played at Saguaro? And what was the name of the band that you guys were going as?
I do not remember that. Don might remember that. I will tell you a band that did play there, though. You might remember this. This was, I was in a humanities course, and humanities, I ended up getting a master's in humanities. You're welcome. And humanities covered the arts, literature, music, philosophy, you know, all the things that make life important, and it's a worthless degree. Yeah, go figure that. I got it anyway, but I digress. So what were we talking about?
It was the Crunchberry
Oh,
piece.
yeah. So I was in a humanities course, and I asked the teacher, hey, we do music. Can I bring a band here to play? Yeah, what's the name of the band? The Meat Puppets. Sure. So I brought the Meat Puppets to Saguaro High, and we played in the little big meeting room in the 100 building, and they were so loud that there were complaints from the 200 building, the 300 building, the 400 building, the 500, and even Auto Shop was complaining about the Meat Puppets. They were freaking great. Like, the kids loved them, except for, of course, the preppies. And so Chris Kirkwood is sitting, then we did the Q&A in the class with the Meat Puppets. Yeah, and so Kurt Kirkwood is sitting there, and he's got a Burger King crown on his head. And he's all ready to answer some questions. And so Preppy's all, excuse me, what does that mean, that Burger King crown that you're wearing on your head? He goes, it means I am the king of burgers. So a lot of musical knowledge was passed along during that. And then what was the other one? Oh, so we were supposed to play. JFA was finally supposed to play. We were trying. I went there for 4 years, made it somehow with this guy, and we had a gig at Saguaro. We were going to play in the cafeteria, and Bam Bam was late. He was out in the parking lot doing something, if you know, or, you know. And by that time they figured it out. I don't remember what our name was. Do you remember what our name?
The Crunchberry Beasts.
Yeah, that's a good name.
Awesome.
And I think it was something like, you go to school here. Bam definitely didn't go to school here. And you two guys, you guys don't go to school here.
Negative.
It was going to be a triumph for punk rock in Scottsdale. That close, but no.
Anyone got a question?
I got a skate-related question. So, first of all, big ups to the Paisley. Love the brand, always love the brand. But I got a question for Ryan. What started the love affair with 215s? Was it just the setup you had at the time, the board, or was it NHS released these gigantic trucks?
So we used to skate the biggest things we could find. There's some huge ass pipes that we skated. And my theory was, if I'm going to skate something really big, I want some stability on there. I want big wheels. I want I want to go as fast as I can. I want to be stable. I don't want to get speed wobbles coming down the pipe. And I want a big board, so if my foot moves around, then that's what I did, and I'm still doing it today. So. There you go.
215 stage 1.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to ask a quick question to Tony here. Tony, you started JFA Skateboards. Can you explain to us the Don Lincoln model?
No one can.
That Don should do
Yeah,
that.
that's my question.
Oh, I want to hear Tony's version.
Well, you know, I guess the long and short of it is, by that time at Placebo Records and managing JFA and then starting the skateboard company, by that time I'd come to trust them. Right? So
Big mistake.
Yeah, maybe that was a mistake for that one. But the truth of the matter is, the reason I trusted them so much is because, you know, when we first wanted to put out a board, you know, I took it upon myself to try to go out and get a deal for them. And when I found out what, like, the royalty structure was going to be, like everything else we did, I just said, fuck it, we're going to do it ourselves, you know. Yeah. You know, and so it's pretty much the story of Placebo and Mad Gardens and the skateboard company is just, let's do it ourselves, let's not work with a big company and get ripped off and let them use the name. And anyway, so we went to do our own board, and the guy said, we have a design, you know, for a board. And I said, you know. And we, you know, this same kind of conversation we went through with album covers and all kinds of stuff before that. And I would go, I don't know, that doesn't sound like a great idea, you guys designing your own board, you know. But the template is out there. These guys designed it themselves. And the first skateboard, I think, was such a good design that the company that we had pressing them, Madrid Skateboards, ripped it off and put another skater's name on it and slow walked our production. That's how good a design it was. I think it revolutionized the boards. So I just trusted them. And then, of course, they gave me the Don Lincoln.
So the story on that board is, I actually wanted a board with 2 tails, and they didn't have 2 tails back then. But I effed up and Ray Bonesed it because I didn't want to give up any wheelbase. So by shoving the front truck so far forward, I kind of negated the second tail. Because if you ever look at a Ray Bones, the front truck is way up there. And to me, it was all about wheelbase because, like Brian said, we rode big stuff.
Rob, I would like to do something. I know it's not a question I'm being asked, but I just have to do it. There's two people here in the audience right now that are kind of unsung heroes in the JFA story, without whom the JFA story would be very, very different. And one of them is Greg Hines, sitting right there.
Hey,
Greg
Mr.
Hines.
Wonderful. Woo!
Every mile that bus went, Greg was on it. And he was my greatest ally on that bus, which was necessary for us to survive those tours. There's somebody else here that you never hear his name and you never see him. And definitely our story would be different if not for Wayne Hungerford right here in the front row. Wayno kept a 1964 International Harvester school bus running for hundreds of thousands of miles in the 1980s and kind of single-handedly was our mechanic during those years. And I'm quite sure we would have left that bus in some remote area of Tennessee at some point had it not been for Wayno. So all these years, you never hear this man's name, but thank you very much, Wayno.
Truly.
Well, and if you look at that old punk documentary, Another State of Mind with Social Distortion and all that, they left their bus in D.C. because they didn't have a Wayno. We brought ours back.
So, yeah, it was big, dark green, 1964 International Harvester school bus, and if you saw it coming into your town, you knew that JFA was there to skate your ditches. So you better have some stuff ready or we're going to have some problems.
But at night, in the middle of Tennessee, when you get pulled over and there's a nobody for president in 1984 U.S. out of North America sticker.
And there was a built-in skateboard rack for 10 skateboards right by the front door.
And we had to explain to Canadian Customs why every one of us had 3 or 4 skateboards. I'm like, they're like golf clubs. That's a street board. That's a pool board. That's a downhill board. Because the Canadians thought we were going to sell them. We had all these boards.
So I remember one night Wayno was driving. It was about 3, 4 in the morning. I think we were going through the hills of Virginia. Everybody else was asleep. I would spend some time just hanging out with Wayno, talking philosophy and music and literature, you know, the things in life that are important. And all of a sudden, I noticed that we're on a pretty good hill. This thing's got a nice grade to it. And I'm all, hey, Wayno, pull the bus over for a second. He's all, why? I want to get out and skate. So what I want you to do is you stay close enough behind me where I can see where the fuck I'm going, okay? So it's like interstate whatever, you know, in Virginia, and I get going, and it wasn't that fast, you know, it was like 30, 35 maybe, you know, start getting a little faster, going down, doing some turns, and all of a sudden I think to myself, and here's what, when you think stuff, sometimes they happen, right? I'm all, man, what would happen if a car comes behind us on the freeway and is mad because we're going so slow and decides to cut us off really quick in front because we're going so slow. And as soon as I thought that, so be careful what you think because it can come true. I survived.
Anybody else with a question? Hold on. This guy, then you, Jeremy.
Yeah, this question is more for maybe Tony Victor. How long did it take to record and produce Untitled, and what was the cost back then?
2 weekends. I don't know how much
Yeah,
it
by the
cost.
time we got to Untitled, it was like a lot longer, maybe 2 weekends. You know?
2 weekends, 4 days.
Yeah, so not that long, 4 days, I guess. But I mean, if you go back to like blatant localism, it was like more like 4 hours or something. You know, we didn't have money, so it was like, you know, when I was in high school, I was trying to manage bands, and there was a compilation that a radio station called KDKB had put out, and most of the bands on that compilation had recorded at a place called Desert Sounds in West Phoenix. And so I went over there and talked to the guy that ran it, the engineer there, Sandy Lamont was his name, and booked some time for these guys. And it was like hey guys, we're going to do a record. I got these 4 or 5 hours booked. You better get it done, you know. So
it was basically live in the studio, and maybe 2, 3 takes max for a song. Sometimes just one.
Maybe one. Yeah.
And then I don't remember punching in to fix a bass part maybe twice in the whole session.
That's because you never fucked up.
Yes, sir.
What was going through your mind when you did that right there, bro? Right there.
The slide. Everybody just live.
So,
Right there, at that very moment, Brian.
you know, this was a pool in Tempe, kind of just down the street. It was called, no, it's called a 7 to life pool, because the guy who owned that pool got 7 to life, and so that's why the house was empty and the pool was empty, and we skated it. We just hoped he didn't get an early release while we were skating it, right? So there is a Thrasher magazine with Dwayne Peters coming down a slide, but he's wow. That's the best compliment I ever got in my fucking life. Thank you. So anyway, I don't think he made it, but I actually fucking made this. It took a few, but I saw it and I said, you know what? That's makeable, but the only problem was it was going across the pool instead of long ways into the pool. So, and it was about 4.5 feet deep, 5 feet at the bottom. So I came down and I couldn't ollie. I still can't. So I would early grab the motherfucker, right? And then hold on to it just and let it go. But then as soon as I let it go, I'm going right into the slam wall. Boom. So if you look at some of it was on Santa Cruz Speed Wheels, and I'm like, there's like some just ugly falls, but you can't tell because I'm so ugly, you see. And so eventually I got it where I would make it and just kind of slam up the wall and go like do like a cess slide, and come down. I made it and then go on the deep end. And then while they're filming it for the Santa Cruz Speed Wheels video, the dude's all, hey Brian, what do you want to tell the world right now? I'm all, I'm a philosopher and I like literature and music and the finer things in life, so I wanted to say something important. So I came to me, everybody should just live. Yep. Just live. So.
No. Actually, the truth of the matter is there was never anything on Brian's mind. We used to ask him all the time, what the fuck were you thinking? It was like, am I right? We're always asking what was on your mind. So the truth is, no philosophy, no long explanation. He wasn't thinking anything.
It's different parts of your mind you're thinking, right? You got we have unused chasms in our mind.
Yeah, the part that he shared with himself and the part that we never saw.
Right.
All right, we got time for a couple more questions.
I don't remember if that was me or...
Yeah, I was going to ask the same thing about the picture.
That's my photo.
Was it an 8mm camera? Those original 1977 reels. Who did that, and how did you get hold of that?
What was that again?
Mr. Wonderful, to the microphone, please. This guy right here.
He filmed everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have been summoned by the great Brian Brannon.
Speak.
I did the videos. Nobody had video cameras in those days, and there weren't any classes you could take on videos, and so I started hanging out at a TV station to learn about cameras and videos, and I ended up buying a camera from a TV station before other people had cameras, and we were doing the placebo thing, and that was, fuck everyone, we're gonna do it. So we did it.
Well, and the camera back then was the size of a Stinger missile. They didn't have telephones. It was like this. It was serious.
It was work.
In a sweaty punk rock club with the walls are actually sweating. Mr. Wonderful was holding. I got one more question for you, Mr. Wonderful. Isn't there a lot more footage that has never been released from that? And is there any chance we're ever gonna fucking see it?
I don't recall.
Nice.
It's a possibility.
Thank you, Mr. Wonderful.
Actually, the intention was to make a movie. We filmed the entire 1984 tour, and we filmed interviews with everybody that was on the bus, which included the Sun City Girls, after the tour, and we just never edited it and got it out, and it's been sitting there for 41 years now. So.
Okay. Anyway, so when you guys used to tour around the country, were the other punks as psychedelically tripping as they were here in Phoenix?
No.
I do not recall.
So we'd roll up and they'd look at us like we had 3 heads. We paisley outfits and just whatever, and we'd go skating or whatever. But it's kind of like the minute you take the stage, that was all gone. I've had people walk out of the bathroom because they didn't like my paisley pants or whatever, but then after the show, they're like, oh my God, will you sign my skateboard? But before the show, they're looking at you like, oh my God, where did you guys come from?
It was interesting on our bus. Everybody got to bring like one cassette tape, so that while we were doing all these miles, we could listen to music. And it was just a wild mix, right? I mean, it would be, Don would play The Damned.
Yeah.
I would have a Grateful Dead tape.
Bam would have metal.
Wayno bring Red Sovine, and I think there was a David Allan Coe.
And then Brian had like Mungo Jerry, and Mike had Funkadelic.
Right.
We used to listen to Funkadelic before every show. Like 10 minutes in the bus, listening to Funkadelic, then go play the show.
And we would even put it on the PA to bum out all the skinheads. So we would come out to Funkadelic, and they'd be like, oh my God, what is this?
All right, I'm going to talk about the skinheads one time. So we had a drummer named Bob for a while, and Bob was a big, tall dude. And we were playing a gig in, I think it was Dallas.
No.
Miami.
Texas?
Memphis.
Okay, yeah.
At the Antenna Club.
I thought it was the Freedom Party in Miami.
That was a different one.
That was a different
yeah,
skinhead.
More than one.
Story here.
More than one skinhead.
No, but the Memphis one is the good one.
Yeah. All right, so me, Don, and Bob are walking through the fucking parking lot, and these skinheads are like messing with everybody, charging them money, saying you got to pay money, hassling people as they walk by.
Okay, that was Dallas. My story's Memphis.
You. Okay, well, I kind of put them together because allow me the literary device.
Put them together.
I'm going to put it together.
Don't put them together.
I'm doing it. All right, you tell your part then.
Okay. So, in Memphis...
This was the part I wanted to tell, by the way.
No. So in Dallas, they're trying to charge people to cross the parking lot. In Memphis, we're walking down the street with Bob, and this kid comes up the other side of the street with a white Power t-shirt. Bob sees him, runs across traffic, throws the kid up against the wall, and I quote, "That better be fucking laundry detergent or I'm gonna kill you." And he dropped the kid, and the kid took off running.
Bob Cox, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
All right, guys. First of all, I want to say thank you for doing this. You guys are awesome. We all love you, man.
Thank you for having us.
Right? So what do you think on a rock and roll level, the new generation of skate rock is like Turnstiles, Alex Sucks, those kind of bands? What do you think about that?
I love it. I love that people are just doing whatever because that's what we did, Yeah. That's where our minds were. And I will admit, back in the day, we hated pretty much everybody, okay? We hated the punks, some of the punks even. We definitely hated the straight edge people because why are you telling us what we can and can't do? We hated people that rode trackers. We hated people.
Sorry.
We hated people from San Diego. We hated. I know. We hated freestyle. We just, we had our own thing. And
That wasn't me.
That is one of the things. That is one of the things that I regret because I've since met a lot of these people, and they're actually pretty cool people.
Yeah, but let me say one thing. We did a thing up in Seattle, and they paid us, and it was all skate rock bands, and I got to meet Glennie Friedman, and he goes, "You guys are different." He goes, "There were guys in bands. Alva was in bands. Olson was in bands," and I credit this man with the compliment. He goes, "You guys were over the top," and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "You guys are like, we skate and you don't."
All right, I got time for one last question here.
Please, I get a 2 for here. So I want to ask, by the way, I've grown to love the down south guys, but I still have a little bit of problem with Tracker Dude, so I'll say that. But I did want to ask each of you guys, I was really stoked because the best show I ever saw was about 1985 in San Antonio, Texas. You guys came through and played with big boys. It doesn't get any better than that.
No, doesn't get
Each
better.
of you guys, what was the favorite, on the road band you guys ever played with?
Oh, let me start. This is unforgettable. Minor Threat, 930 Club, Washington, D.C. with, who else opened? It was like
I don't even remember. Scream?
Faith and Scream. It was like a Discord night with us in the mix as well. And every single person in that club knew every word to every Minor Threat song and sang along and went completely freaking nuts. It was just a completely different level, a different revelation to see Minor Threat on their home turf. And it's on YouTube, and you can see this guy slam dancing in the crowd on the YouTube video of that show.
So mine was L.A., us and the Lude and whoever, and it was at the Ukrainian Culture Center, and they had a curtain. Curtain goes up. It's the freaking Bad Brains. No one had ever seen them in L.A., man. And they only had the one single on Let 'Em Eat Jelly Beans, so no one knew what they looked like, anything. These guys launched into like Pay to Come or something. The place just went nuts, absolutely nuts. I've never seen anybody, and it was before HR started tripping, so they did like 20 songs in 10 minutes.
HR was just like moving so quick.
And like second
You know?
song, he flings himself about to where the gal with the red hat is.
It's the
Oh my
famous
God.
Bad Brains shirt that you've seen with the skull holding its brain in its hand.
Yeah.
It was that show, and we got to play it with.
That was insane. And I'm standing on stage going, "Oh my God, this is unreal."
All right, that's a hard question because there's so many bands. I'm not trying to slight any other bands that, but what comes to mind, from my mind, was playing with the Vandals, with Steve-O. That is the only Vandals, okay? It's the other one, it's not even, like, Steve-O, was the Vandals. So what story can I tell you? So they played in Phoenix, and Steve-O had a song called The Frog Stomp. And what Steve-O would do would be he would go to the local high school science or emporium and buy a bunch of formaldehyde frogs, okay? And when they played the frog stomp, he would start chucking frogs at everybody in the audience. He'd get hit in the face with the frog and stomp. It was great. So we're going up to Don's apartment with the TSOL, and playing with TSOL. This was the one, it was TSOL and the Vandals when we were playing around. And so we're going up to Don's apartment, and he's on the second floor, and Ron Emery's coming up, Steve-O, Jan Eckerman, and Steve-O just happens to have a frog with him. And there just happened to be two nice ladies sunbathing there by the pool. Steve-O threw a frog and landed on the lady, and I'll tell you another Steve-O story. So there we were. Okay, I think this was the first show Suicidal Tendencies ever played. It was in Watts. Was it Bob's?
Yeah, Bob's, Watts.
Yeah. And so me and Steve-O were out, and hey, let's go get something to drink. There's a liquor store right there. I'm like 16, So we go into the liquor store, and I'm all, look at this, Great Malt Duck. That sounds good. Let's get that. So, and then this gangbanger comes, he's all, no, man, you can't have that. That's our gang drink, man. You can't have it. No, dude, don't do it. And the owner goes, excuse me, I want you to take that. You can, no, man, it's cool, it's cool. So anyways, we end up with the Great Malt Duck. And the problem is where are we going to drink it, right? So we go, and I see that there's a storm drain right there, okay? So I pick up the manhole cover, and me and Steve-O go down in the storm drain, right? And so we're down there chugging Great Malt Duck, and we're like looking out this little thing, and we see the chicks walking by in their shoes and the dudes walking by in the boots, and we're pounding Great Malt Duck, you know. And I think 3 each, and it's a good liquor. It's a hard liquor. It's a hard liquor. It's good liquor. And so I come back out next, and I push up, and, you know, a freaking manhole cover weighs a couple 100 pounds easy, right? So I push it up, and I come out, and it goes back down, and I pick it up, and I put my middle finger through the hole. I'm lifting it out. Here comes Steve-O, and my finger goes. And the fucking manhole cover lands on Steve-O's head. And so blood's just all coming down his, you know, head. I'm all, dude, I'm so sorry. He's all, what?
Don't hang out with Brian.
So then, at the end of the show, they weren't going to pay him. Don, do you want to take this story?
So they weren't going to pay the Vandals, and Steve-O, the ever resourceful person he is, had a block of magnesium with him.
No. This was the hand grenade.
No, the hand grenade was San Diego, dude.
This was the block of magnesium time. I remember it. It was the block of magnesium.
It was a block of magnesium, and he lit it, and the stuff burns white hot. And if you try to put any kind of liquid on it, it roars. It goes, ah! And makes even a bigger flame.
He would say, don't put water on it. And someone would put water on it. It would go, boom! And then he'd go, don't put water on it.
So we played with the Vandals in San Diego. And they
anyway, who travels with a block of magnesium? Or a hand grenade?
Yeah. So they weren't going to pay the Vandals, and Steve-O walks into the manager's office, pulls out the hand grenade, goes, everybody out, it's just me and him. It was all, whoop. Steve-O pulls the pin on the hand grenade and goes, are you going to pay us? You got paid.
There you go.
Rest in peace, Steve-O.
All right, that's going to conclude. What, do we want one more? One more question? Anybody? We'll do one more.
Tracy.
I don't think a lot of people know that you serve with the National Guard, and I just want to...
That's because
Navy.
I didn't.
What?
Yeah, Navy.
Navy.
I'm not going down to Portland to shoot at a bunch of fuzzies. And,
All right. But what I...
Naval Reserve.
Naval Reserve, and I just want to say thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Not many people in punk bands are doing what you do, so thank you very much.
So I like to sleep late, and we were at our house, and it was September 11th, 2001. My wife wakes me up all of a sudden. She said, Brian, you got to come here. I'm like, I don't want to come nowhere. And we actually watched the planes crash into the Twin Towers. And I just wanted to do something more than drive around with a flag on my car, you know, so
There you go.
I joined, I've been here about 24 years, and went to Afghanistan, and, you know, we did some good work over there. You know, the Taliban, right, they don't allow freedom of speech. They don't like it if you're not in their political party. They don't like women getting educated. They threw acid on people's face, all bad. So I went there to fight that shit. Everyone in the military swears an oath. The first words of the oath are, I will uphold and obey the Constitution of the United States of America. That's the first thing they say. It's another reason why I joined. Uphold and defend.
Okay, one last question. We got to get going.
What's one word of advice that you guys, that your younger selves would give to your older self now, knowing everything you guys have been through, what you've seen, and just something briefly?
My younger self would tell me now?
Yeah, or vice versa, what you would tell your younger self.
The other way around.
Yeah, the other way around.
The other way around. What I would tell my younger self is don't go to the Pipeline skate park and break your knee. Keep going past the pipeline skate park. Don't stop and skate the pipe and fall and ruin your knee. That would have been it.
So I was thinking about that with all these pictures here, and my advice to my younger self is hang on to your friends. We couldn't text back then, and you just see guys every weekend at a pool or a ramp or something. You just think, I'll see that guy next weekend. Well, most of them are gone. Some of them are here, but you just can't count on seeing them again. So hang on to your friends.
I don't know. I wouldn't change anything. I would tell other people what I was thinking back then when I was doing those things, and that is if somebody's got the idea that they're going to tell you why you shouldn't do something or why it's too dangerous, why you don't have enough money, don't listen to it. Don't hear it. Just block it out. If you got an idea, you got a dream, you want to do something, just do it.
Do it.
And don't listen to the naysayers. So.
I thought of it. So this is something I actually realized. All right. So I would tell my younger self, enjoy every fucking minute. You get all bummed out, it's too hot, whatever. Like, fuck it, enjoy it. I was 14 when I joined the band. My mom was nice enough to let me go on tour because she trusted these guys at 15.
I was responsible.
Yeah, he was. He still is the responsible one. So you get really excited when
My mom let me go on tour because of him.
His mom is cool. But anyways, so we would go on the tour, and what would we do, like 55 shows in like 52 days or something, like some crazy number that was more shows than days, and we're driving like hundreds of miles. So, it gets a little bit old, right? I mean, not old, but it gets hard because like you're up all night, it's hot, you're in the South, it's muggy, you're in a dark green school bus, you're hungover, there's no AC, you're hungover, you wake up and the bus is stopped, and for some reason this guy always parked by a fucking dumpster. And so you wake up in a pool of your own sweat, and there's flies flying into your mouth and all this stuff, and you smell like last night's saliva, and you go into the fucking Waffle House.
What's your point, Brian?
Go into Waffle, and these two guys are all pristine, and they got they're all eating nice, and they're having a nice breakfast, and they don't even look at us. Me and Bam go in there, and like Bam's mohawk is just like, and it's in the South, right? We're punk rockers in the South in the early 80s, walking into a Waffle House, everyone just giving us the eye of death. And we go on the bathroom and take a shower in the sink, right? Come back, we still look bad. But, and then I would go home, and I'd be home, so glad to be home. Then after a while, I'd be like, fucking home sucks, man. I want to go do something. So this happened a bunch of times. Like when I was home, I want to go on the road. When I was on the road, I want to go home. Not all the time, but just in certain moments, And then one time we were in Washington, D.C., and I think I was with Wayno, and we were sunbathing on top of the bus in downtown Washington, D.C., right by the Lincoln Memorial, or the Washington Memorial. And I'm all, I'm thinking, oh man, I'm all, what, stupid? My young self told my young self, dude, make the most out of wherever you are. Just don't focus on the negative, focus on the positive, and enjoy the people around you where you're at.
Yay, there was a point.
That was a point.
All right, thank you everybody for coming out. This was awesome. Listen to these guys bullshit all day. Good job, thank you.